5 minutes, fellas. 5
I
minutes.
appreciate it, man. Oh, okay. You getting that bet in before the boom, huh?
Yeah, LA all the way.
What? Oh, come on, man. You know it's Boston, baby.
KG, I understand why you said it, but it's LA.
Jay, are you serious?
You know what? It's LA.
Why are you standing up?
Because it's LA. You know what? You ain't scaring me. Let me tell you something. That
It's
ain't enough.
Boston, Boston, Boston.
It's LA.
Hoop fans, it's your boy KG, and it's playoff time, and I'm hyped to be teaming up with the King of Sportsbooks for the most electrifying time of the year. As the intensity on the court reaches its peak and every play means more, it's time to level up and take advantage of the BetMGM's latest offer of all the NBA action. Sign up for an account using code KG1500, yes, KG1500, then place your bet. If you don't hit, don't trip, we got you. You get your money back and a bonus bet up to $1,500. Get ready for the NBA playoffs in styles with KG Certified and BetMGM, an official gaming partner of the NBA. Don't miss out on the chance to get in on the playoff excitement with the King of Sportsbooks. You dig? Shout out to Hellstar, man. Thank you guys. Straight up, man. Made my baby girl's birthday all possible, man. Thank you for the goods. I'm a huge fan of y'all stuff, man. I would love to do a collab with y'all, man. I love you brothers, man. Thank y'all, man, for real. From Uncle KG, you feel me? Love, real shit. And Capri thanks you. Real shit, thank you. P here yet? We ready?
Yeah, P's here, so let's go.
Let's get it. Woo! Truth, what up, boy? Glad.
Hey, look what I got for you, baby. I brought you wine,
Hey,
baby.
motherfucker came to pay up. Hey, baby.
I brought you some wine, baby.
Oh, we need 10 more bottles now. What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying?
The menage a trois,
No,
baby.
you got one. I need one more, baby. You got one more to go, baby. I got paid up. You know what I'm saying?
I got him the menage a trois.
Nigga brought some Stella Rose
Nah, this menage a
Bordeaux
trois.
in here.
Menage a trois, baby.
Nah, baby. This nigga bought the Stella Rose Bordeaux in here, baby.
Baby.
That looks like Boone's Farm.
Man,
baby.
this that Mad
Boone's
Dog
Farm.
Bordeaux, man.
Mad Dog Bird.
Mad Dog.
What the
Listen,
fuck
Mad,
is
man,
that?
Mad Dog 2020 made a Bordeaux like in 1860. You hear me? Y'all hear me? Mad Dog 2020 made
I know about Mad Dog 2020.
they made a Merlot on the low. They didn't tell nobody in the 50s. Listen,
No, they didn't.
listen, man. It came from Cuba, man. Castro then was drinking that. You know what I'm talking about? It was a Merlot, Mad Dog 2020. Y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah. The menage a trois.
So Pete, so you know what this USA list came out, right? You
Yeah,
know what
I saw
everybody
that.
started sending me, right? Everybody started sending me the one-on-ones going, I got to thinking. Man, who? If we played King of the Hill right now, and you played ones, who's the number one-on-one player in the league right now? Who wins the one-on-one in our league? Who's the king of the one-on-one right now? Who's the ISO king?
What you mean, they got to play each other?
No, Lord. ISO king.
The ISO king is probably Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic is the ISO king?
Maybe. He went for 73 this year. He went for 73.
I mean,
Lord.
Joel. Okay, then. Joel went for 71. You got Luka being ISO? Got to go through
I'm taking Luka because of his shot-making ability. He can make any shot. When he threw up that
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
layup,
Crazy.
bro.
No. I ain't even arguing. I got you. Yeah. And you know the step back coming.
Right.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't nothing you can do about it.
He's
right?
the best shot maker. Like just shot maker. He can make any shot. You know what I'm saying? Floater, step back three, throw up. Like he just be throwing shit up and it go in. You be like, God damn, how'd that go in?
Yeah, Luka got he got that Steve Nash package. Remember when Steve Nash brought a different package to the, you know what I'm saying? I know all y'all, I got to pause that one and all that shit, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say,
That
right?
was crazy.
Nah. You know what, man? I can't even actually think in the world without having a.
Cheers, Lord. Cheers,
So
Lord.
hit me out.
Let's get a
What we cheers to? What we cheers to?
Cheers.
Life?
It's a great season.
Life is- right.
End of the season, you won.
To the playoffs.
To the playoffs, baby.
Right. You know what I'm talking about? It's time.
It's the playoffs. It's
Right.
time
Let's
now,
get
you
it,
know
baby.
what
You know what I'm saying? Don't drink and drive. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I mean?
Peep out this dry ass Merlot in here. Like, that's all right, though, boy.
I told you
That's
it's
all
all
right,
right.
boy. What is that? That's Stella Rose?
I told you
Hey,
it's all right.
church, give me
Look,
two
look,
bottles of Stella Rose, man.
No, it's all right though.
yeah,
I told you that's the menage a trois. I told you this is the menage a trois I was telling you about.
Nah, you got something in there.
Nah,
What's
I
in
just
there?
opened it.
Now you dropped that. Now you dropped that P special in there. You know what I'm saying?
He hit it like this good shit. Oh, that's all right. See?
Man, that's all right. That hit.
Decent,
That
yeah.
hit. That hit.
Decent.
Let's get it, man. We ready, man. Taking the truth, man. Let's get it, man.
This is the best cheap wine you can get, baby. You can go to Vons, Ralph's, $15 a piece, baby.
Man, you bought this at the food truck right down here on Canoga. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, let me get a 2-for-1. Didn't even stop. Grab it.
$12.99 on sale, baby.
You had the homie jump out, get a bread, jump right back in.
Hey,
Boom, didn't even
look,
stop.
look, you got a cheap date, baby. Look, she ain't gonna know the difference, baby. Tell her it's something else. Just pour it. She gonna be like, You know what I'm saying?
What's a cheap date?
Like cheap
Hold on, let me set it up. Cheap date, like what? Take a bottle of wine, go sit on the bus stop, Ventura, and watch all the cars,
A cheap date is you get a bottle of wine from the grocery,
and go to Mulholland
and then you go to Mulholland
and sit right there
You roll up something and look over the city
and watch the planes and stuff take off.
and just watch the stars.
Oh wow!
Or you go to the beach
with
your
whatever.
box.
Oh yeah, your little speaker.
Your little speaker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just look at the water, listen to the waves with a blanket, just sit right there.
How long? 45, 35 hours?
Depending on how I feel. If it's not too cold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
If
got
it's
a
not too
blanket?
cold, you got a blanket you sit on, just be, just thinking about life and just talking.
Building?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. It ain't gonna cost you a lot.
Truth out the dark is coming, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. We just, you know what I'm saying? We cultivating it. You feel me?
It just ain't gonna cost a lot. It's
You know what I'm saying?
It's romantic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You think you got good date tips, bro?
I used to do, that was I got good date tips.
You think if someone came to you for love advice, you got good love advice?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I got good dating tips. Like love is something else. Love is something else.
Right, I was about to say, I said love advice and you said dating tips.
Dating, two different things.
Right.
Dating tips.
Which one saying you got?
I got dating tips.
Okay, cool.
You know what to do on a date. If you first time date, second date for you fellas who don't know what to do.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I can give you a whole menu for that.
You should come out to that, dog. You should do this. I look forward to this special on Truth Lounge, all right? Mm-hmm. Let's get it, man. Think about that question because we're going to come back to it. And the only reason I asked you.
With the one-on-one?
I want to know if we want to narrow it down then, if on the USA team, if you had to take the USA team, who wins the ones in the USA team? The 12 that just announced, which is a strong team,
Okay,
who wins ones?
Who wins the one-on-one? So you got Tatum.
Yep. Anthony Edwards.
Book.
Yep.
Durant.
Anthony Davis.
Bron.
Yep.
Kawhi. Embiid. Who wins one-on-one?
Yeah, who wins King of the Hill? Who you got?
Then where we got the ball at first? Where we taking the ball
Lord,
out
come
at?
on, Lord. We taking top of the key,
I'm
Lord.
just saying, if you got Embiid starting on the elbow,
Top of the key, bro.
wrap.
Top of the key. Nah,
All
it ain't no
right, so
scrap. Top of the key check.
So top of the key check.
Yeah.
I gotta go with probably.
You going how many? You going maximum dribbles? You going dribble, or you going
dribbles,
five?
3 dribbles.
3 dribbles.
3 dribbles. If we go that one-on-one,
cool.
I got Jason Tatum.
You going ones tape?
One's Tatum, 3 dribbles. Yeah.
Or you got, let's say
Because
5 on the shot clock. Let's say 5 on the shot clock versus 3 dribbles.
I got Jason Tatum.
You got
there.
Tatum winning ones?
Yeah. Because he's a great combination. He's got stronger this year. His 3-ball. He got the mid-range, and he's strong going to the rack off 2-3 dribbles. And on the flip side, he can guard you better than you can guard him.
See,
when I look at that team, like I want him on defense versus Durant. I want him on Durant on him. You know what I'm saying? I want him on defense versus Booker, then Booker guarding him. You know what I'm saying? He the best defender, wing defender on I think.
You think so?
And
Better than Kawhi?
if you say Kawhi, Kawhi, he's been injured. He ain't the same defender.
We talk about everybody 100, 100, 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
But like Kawhi is not the offensive player Jason is. He could get buckets.
Man,
he could get. Man, like y'all frowning like
you
Kawhi,
tripping, Lord, cause you
Kawhi,
tripping.
I ain't saying he.
You know what I man, listen, this is my issue with history. Man, it's Roy Jones, man. We forget how cold that boy really is. And we have to go back in the archives to recenter ourselves.
I think Paul George got more of a bag than
fucking
Kawhi.
tripping. I love Paul George. Paul George
Just
is
a
nice,
bag?
right?
Are we talking about a bag?
I'm talking about putting it in the basket.
I think Paul George more
Yeah, he got
than
a crazy
Kawhi.
bag.
I mean,
You talking about going in it?
Going in it. Paul George is more than Kawhi, got more of a bag.
Nah, I ain't saying that. Nah, you tripping.
Ooh,
Kawhi that nigga, boy. Y'all
I mean,
tripping.
I ain't
And he'll
saying-
lock your ass up.
No,
And
Paul
he's strong
George will
enough.
lock your ass up too. That's what I'm saying. Paul George, he'll lock your ass up too.
Nah, Paul George like the security guard. He just gonna get you to stop over here. He gonna stop you. He ain't got no handcuffs.
Nah,
he just
he
gonna
got
get you to chill out.
handcuffs. He got
Hey, get off the
handcuffs.
skateboard. Get out of here. He got the flashlight.
Nah,
Hey.
nah.
He ain't gonna Kawhi. LAPD, get your ass to the ground.
Damn.
Get out of the ground. Get out of the ground. Kawhi SWAT, nigga. Get out. I said get out.
Not like he used to.
Man,
San
get the fuck.
Antonio,
Nah, Lord,
San
stop.
Antonio Kawhi
If
was.
influence, all of us. If we were younger, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm saying right now, man, he ain't the Terminator for nothing. You don't walk in and get a reputation like that unless you not put some work in. I mean, I guarded
He done
everybody.
dealt with knee issues.
Man, you
ACL.
steady going.
Like he's not the same today.
I'm not talking
he
about
won't
no
make no all
injury.
defensive teams today. You know, but he's still a solid defender. Like when we talk about defenders, he ain't Lou Dort.
He ain't who?
Lou Dort from OKC.
Man, listen.
He ain't that.
I'm talking about
Damn.
Kawhi.
Yeah, but
Two-time
I'm saying
champion,
defensive.
motherfucker.
I'm
Now,
talking about defensive.
Lock up, man. LAPD.
You need one stop in the
Get
league.
out of the
You
ground.
need one stop in the league right now. Who you taking? One stop.
One stop.
One stop.
One stop.
One stop.
I'm going to Houston. I believe in you, Dylan.
You do it to the.
I'm going with Dylan. You know why? Dylan want the smoke. He ain't ducking. I fucks with you, young fella. Straight up. I fucks with. Hey, listen, man. King offense is gonna beat King defense every day. Real shit.
You need one stop.
You need one
You
stop.
going Dylan Brooks.
I'm going with Dylan. Who else want the smoke? Who else want it?
Man, all right.
I love Kyle. What's my dog in Utah? The guard, Colin.
Sexton.
So I love him. He want it. Yeah.
You need one stop.
Yeah, I need one stop. Oh, one stop. I make everybody healthy. I'm going Kawhi, Lord.
Right now,
If everybody
today,
healthy,
today, one stop.
everybody healthy, one stop. I'm going
If I need
Kawhi.
one stop.
Kawhi. And Kawhi we
Everybody
trust.
healthy.
Yeah. Jimmy Bucket's right behind him. Yeah. Them my two.
Orlando got some dogs down.
No. I'm talking about proven investments that's not showed that they've gotten stops over the time, and the NASDAQ has showed that their numbers have went up like this, and they've climb like this. Yeah. Them two. Kawhi and Jimmy Butler. Back in, give me them two.
I mean, you didn't pick the whole
Nah,
offense.
Lloyd, I just said, we changed it. We just said if everybody was healthy. Then every time I ask you, so man,
Today-
the injury, man, his leg fucked up. He got a fucked up toenail.
I need one. So who is it? Kawhi?
Kawhi's my number one to get a stop.
All right, so if I
Jimmy
need to-
Buckets, right, you know what I'm saying?
Has Jimmy Butler ever made an all-defensive team? Like first team, I mean?
Let me look.
I believe in Jimmy. Jimmy
All right,
started
no,
the
no,
league
no,
as a defensive player. We
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. And he won't smoke.
I mean, yeah, he wants to smoke. But
I
I'm just saying.
say this to say that he invites defense. Some niggas don't
All right,
want
if
no
I
defense.
need one stop right now, I'm going Derek White.
Derek, ooh, that's a good one.
Derek
He'll
White.
block your shit when you fucking around. No, D White, keep
he'll
fucking
beat
around.
your
He'll
shit.
get 4 blocks in your ass. I fuck with D
Right.
Block.
I'm
I
going
fuck with
D.
D
White.
White. I
I'm
like
going
D
D.
White.
White, dog.
I like D White.
He'll beat your
I like
shit.
Wemby too, man. I love the young fella. I know he
If I
ain't
need
proven.
one stop, I'm going Derek
One stop,
White.
I'm going Kawhi.
I'm going Derek White, dog.
Derek White?
Yeah, I'm going Derek White right now.
Derek
for
White
sure.
can't do shit with Embiid.
I mean, that's not the matchup.
You
not
said a
putting-
stop.
So you
if he's switching, he got Embiid
nobody
to
can
defeat
do
them.
nothing with Embiid,
Yeah, he
bro.
can. You can
Nobody
slow him
can do
down.
it.
You got
Nobody can
Anthony
do
Davis
that.
gonna slow this shit down. Anthony
yeah.
Davis would slow that shit down. I'm just saying,
You
bro.
scream and give Wemby Defensive Player of the Year, but Embiid gave him 60.
Embiid gave him 70.
70,
I
right.
get- we talking, Lord.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
give a
yeah.
stop.
No,
I
but
just
I'm
said
saying
when
like
I said
the,
Wemby.
No, but
you
I'm
ain't
saying
proven
like you
woo,
saying
woo.
on any position then?
Bro, what we talking about here?
If I need to stop on any position.
I need a stop, period.
All right, I'm going to go Giannis. Since we talking like that. I'm going to go Giannis. He can guard all of them. I'm going Giannis.
Man, his leg ain't.
Oh, no, you said fresh. His calf messed up.
All right, the first thing I want to
Think
ask
about that though, King of the Hill, Lord.
I
Of
got
the
it.
USA game, I'm sorry, Nate. Is who? You said Tatum?
Tatum,
I'm
USA.
taking KD, man.
KD still not bad. I mean, he's
Because
still
KD
averaging
to
30.
me
He's
is
still
so
averaging 30.
one-on-one classic. And if you can't meet his apex, bro, if he, you know what I'm talking about, it's over. And I love Book. Book is a one-on-one king. Book so nice, he gets doubled in the summer. You understand? So I love Book one-on-one. I love Anthony Edwards go too. You know what I'm saying? And P, this is my theory on why they jumped in the USA. because you can never get in game shape in the summer on your own. Anthony Edwards made this jump because of the USA basketball last year. That workout, that temperature, I called this early too. I don't know if y'all remember this, but how he was working out, P, I was like, he working out with a different temperature. He's going to be a different player this year. And I'm telling you, with Bron and everybody being older, you have to start a little earlier to get your body going in the summer. I'm sure him and Steph going to take some time off, and him and KD, and when they come into USA, it's going to be about preparing for that first week and getting for that first push of the season. And that's what my theory is of why they actually joined USA, and to pass those Jews to the younger generation too, like Kobe did for them. Feel me?
So in year 2000, there was I saw this on Instagram, but there was a tape of you going back and forth one-on-one. And I remember I think you dribbled down, you scored, and you dribbled down and scored. Like, talk to me about that. It was J. Kidd guarding one time, and then who else was on that team with you in the Olympics?
So J. Kidd, Steve Smith, Sharif, Abdul-Rahim,
Vince Carter.
Ray
you
Allen,
was going
Tim
back and
Hardaway.
forth. You was going back and forth on the ones. It looked like you was getting at everybody.
So we had a thing in where we would practice, and then after practice, guys would, on their own, get running, whatever. So J. Kidd had a drill called one-on-one full court, and you had to meet at half court. So say like if me and Nate one-on-one, right? Nate goes and scores on me, boom. You would have to be at half court waiting
on you to come back down court.
So you had,
that's a conditioning drill.
So and you don't get a rest for the joint. So a lot of times in one-on-one, if I score on Paul, if Nate's next, that little 30 seconds of Nate walking up, checking the ball, I can actually rest in that. So to get a condition, we did a full court. So in that, we was just getting
Back
a condition.
and forth. It looked like you scored about 5, 6 in a row.
We was going in there, and what nobody knew is that the cameraman was in the corner, kind of ducked off, like recording us, and we were just getting it in.
Yeah.
And we went 3 games, and what he got was the first game, and it was a bunch of shit talking and whatever. And I was, woo, and me and Reef almost got to fighting, and there was a couple guys got to. It got as the games got more into like this, because we played 3. As we got into the more deeper of those games, it got more intense so much that Larry Brown had to take the ball, Rudy had to shut the gym down and get us out of there, because it started really getting into like some personal parts.
So you think, if they ran that, what y'all did, you think KD will win?
I think that if
same drill.
Well, I'm being honest. LeBron is fast and bulk, so you got to. If you don't meet him at half court, he can actually get the momentum on you and go by you, right? So if you look at it, I actually had all of the advantage. You know what I'm saying? So when I would score, come down, I had the downhill. So you're waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? And I got the whole court, Pete.
Yeah.
So I was going to elbows, getting to my spots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I was looking at that, Steph would be good because of his speed. Because if you had speed in that, you can get by handles, and then the pickup point. My pickup point, you was picking me up probably top of the key. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry, you got to meet him at the half court. You know what I'm saying? So, I would love to be able to see something like that. It's just some extra work. It was just something that we was all just messing around, having some fun by actually pushing each other and trying to make each other better. And that was one of the more fun times that I've had in the summer, and preparing for a season and getting ready to play for my country. It was cool.
Oh, nice.
P, what do you think is next for the Warriors, man? The legacy of Steph Curry. I think Clay is a free agent. He was 0 for 10. He didn't make a bucket in the game, in the exit game. Do you see kind of the writing on the wall right here?
Yeah, I think as currently constructed, they not really a contender no more. I think they should sign Klay Thompson back, but if there's another team that's going to offer him more money, I think he has to weigh in those decisions now. It's the end of his career. He probably got like 2 or 3 years left. Say another team offer him way more money than what the Golden State Warriors are wanting to offer him. So that's going to have a play and an effect in it. Do the Warriors want him back? Absolutely, I believe that. But just probably not at a number that he might like. So, but them as put, I think they just play it out, really, them 3, unless something crazy happened in the trade, but they don't have the assets. They don't have the pieces to just trade for another all-star caliber player. You know Steph ain't going nowhere. Draymond is the culture there. He just signed another deal. Now it's like, what do you do with Clay? I'll give him a 2 year. I'll line him up with Steph and just let them ride out into the sunset, really.
Do you want to see another year of this, though, of what we just saw?
Man, right now, it's about rebuilding, I think, for them. You know, they're going to, roles got to change. Obviously, I think at this point moving forward, you bring Clay off the bench. Kuminga gets an extended role. You got to start playing Moody a little bit more. And then maybe start developing some other little pieces or make a little small trade where you can come in and just start looking toward the future. Because, like, right now, there's nothing out there for them as far as trades that they can make that's going to put them back in contention. And if there is, I don't know of one yet, but I don't know if they have the assets. I mean, if you're talking about trading Wiggins and Kuminga, you know, what could that possibly net? You know, I don't know. But I don't think it'll be an all-star caliber player. And so I just think moving forward, I think you got 2 more years with this group. And you just play it out. And, but then, you know, no, but they did win 46 games.
46 games is not the standard there, bro.
It's not, but you got to understand, 46 games in the West last year would have had you a top 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah, but this year, it's
this year,
and your ass in Cabo right now. That's what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying.
now look at this. They won 46 games, right?
It was not a successful season.
Draymond played 55 games, right? He played 55 games this year. So let's say, how many games is that? 65, 75. So that's 27 games he didn't play. So you trying to tell me they wouldn't have won about, let's say they won, out of 27 games, they won half of those. That's 13 games. That's 50-something plus win. You know what I'm saying?
But the reality of
and it puts them in a better position because now they'll have home court.
I hear you.
You know, so I don't know, do you look at that and say, let's, you know, run it back and see, maybe add a piece or two? I think you got to. I mean, you owe it to the group that's helped establish and build what y'all have over there.
I just don't think that at this point Golden State is built for the future. And if you're gonna try to get some younger assets, bro, you got to use your assets. I think Klay Thompson is going to have more years to him. He can shoot, bro.
I think his role is going to be like a Ray Allen role in Miami.
Period. Sitting in the corner, waiting on it. Boom, you got it. You can't leave him.
Still deadly.
He's going to be able to do that
Still
for
crucial out here.
He's going to be able to do that for a while.
another 2-3 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then on another team with younger talent, you know, drawing and kicking to him, he can live some. So I actually think that at least they're going to entertain the ideal of trying to keep him. But I think the true thing is, I think when I look at the Golden State Warriors, it looks like this group is just tired of each other. Not to say that they, whatever, it just, you see it on Klay's face, you see it when he comes to the bench, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I see it on different players. Wiggins don't always look like he's present. I hear he's going through some personal stuff off the floor. You know, at some point you gotta get off these and you gotta move on to other things. And I do know 46 wins, 53 wins, 57 wins is not the standard there, man. They're used to winning. Plus, you know, being like this and like that, and I get it. You're not going to be on top every year, but I'm talking about the standard. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry ain't used to going home in no motherfucking April 10th or 14th or none of this. You know what I'm saying?
All dynasties have an end. We watched
And that's
Cole
what this
his
is.
last few years.
That's what this is.
Just to continue to hoop.
That's what
There
I'm
wasn't a contender, but you wasn't going to trade him. You know, you got to let them play it out. You got to let them play it out. I mean, there's a
For
run.
how long though?
I'd say there's 2 more years.
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't think the fans want to see this no more. Fans, man, that was hard watching him go 0 for 10. That was hard. And I'm not even a Warriors fan. I just know what he's going
But his
through.
game is not really predicated on athleticism.
No, we're not talking about that.
or-
I'm talking about
or-
his production. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was hard watching Klay go 0 for 10 and then miss 6 threes and then have no energy and, you know, it wasn't like he tried to go get some rebounds.
That's why you decrease his role. You know what I'm saying? You bring him off the bench now. Like him as a starter, I think is done in the league, just like, you know, Chris Paul's time as a starter was done when he got there. So you put him in positions to where he's playing only like 20, 22 minutes a night. And if he got it going, more. You know, so his days as a starter is over with. You know, I think the athleticism and youth, you know, having to match up against and him dealing with the injuries that he had to deal with and long postseasons every year, you know, that'll add up.
Add up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's time for a reboot in Golden
So
State.
if you
I'm Golden State.
go to State, you
Clay's going to get more money.
entertaining the possibility of a
Absolutely.
sign and trade.
Yeah. Klay Thompson is going to get more money in the open market.
All right. So I think it'll be a mutual agreement. Like
know.
they'll give him an offer,
He's
and
gonna
then
be
another
refreshed.
team will give him a better offer, and then Golden State will entertain a sign and trade, and where it works for both, and so it don't look bad on them.
No, it ain't really looking bad. It's up,
Like,
bro.
nah.
It's over, bro. The thing is up. Either we going to, you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
he
That's
still
where
had
we
a
at.
solid year. He had a solid year
You keep
still.
talking about that shit. You got to understand, solid.
I mean,
what's
to
the-
Klay Thompson, what we used to standards, of course not.
talking about to
but like
himself, bro. Talking
just
about-
as an NBA player, that's a solid year.
Solid. When you went 0 for 10 to leave? Nah, bro. No, P. No.
I mean, that's one game.
I got it, bro. But that's how you left us. That's the perception. I can't think of nothing else, right? It was just hard watching the basketball player go through that. And that be your last hurrah. People don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Remember you as the last hurrah for that? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying for that. He just looks like he needs a new start. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the reality
What's a
of
good
where we
fit
are.
for him? What's a good team for him?
Man, I keep hearing Orlando. Any place with some young boys like Minnesota, OKC, or Orlando, ooh, Lord.
Hey, that's why Washington was cool for me, because I had the young boys and all I had to do was just go
do what
over
you
here,
do.
just go in the corner.
Pop and shoot, high.
yeah.
One dribble, high. You at the four, high.
Right.
Young boy going to the basket. Bradley
right.
Beal, they doing everything.
They doing
They
everything.
get double team. Oh, I got P in the corner. High.
Right.
5 of these, you making 3 of these.
Right.
Oh, you can't leave him? No, you can't. You got to guard
you
John
can't
Wall.
leave.
John Wall come right. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You got to guard
Yeah,
Bradley
you need
Beal.
to find a situation
That's
like
what
that.
I'm trying to tell you. And guess what? He going to be refreshed. And guess what? That new franchise is going to reboot him. He's going to feel wanted.
He can bring culture to another
He's going to
team.
bring a bunch of knowledge. Hey, this how we
Right.
did it. Hey, we did this like this. Hey,
Right.
try this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good for everybody, because that new energy that comes into Golden State is going to revive Steph and everybody else that's been there. Real shit. And in Orlando is similar temperatures and all that. You know what I'm saying? Very nice in the summer. Very, it's the South. It's almost like a small, big city. It's got a lot to do. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You want to Walt Disney? They get the Klay Thompson ride, goddamn it.
Oh, man, the Klay Thompson.
Nah, but I think it's good for the league, bro. It'd be good to see that somewhere else. Man, what? Klay Thompson on somebody else's team? I'm sorry, as a fan, yeah, I want to see that. P, at what point did you click, or did you start getting into like a playoff mode? Did you do it 2 weeks before the year?
I think it's that whole last
week?
last like 30 days.
Nah. You probably
Yeah, because you
April 1st.
think about the last,
No,
you
no, no.
stop going out.
Hold on.
You stop.
I'm talking when you hit that, like, and you go into like all right, everybody out of here. I don't want nobody in here. I want just quiet in here. When you go into the playoff death mode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like not only on the court, but like around me.
The whole thing,
The
Pete.
whole thing. I'll say the last 5 games.
Last 5 games, you locking it down?
Yeah.
Tighten it up?
Yeah,
So
tighten
that-
everything up.
You know what's crazy,
I ain't
y'all?
taking as many calls.
First day on every playoff morning, Paul's the first one in there, drinking coffee just like this, with his book on his lap. Every playoff, this man is in there at 7 o'clock. I think you beat Doc now. I think he would beat coaches in there. Real shit, I'm being dead ass. We went to the playoff, 6 times? 6 times he was in there every morning.
No, yeah, I'm locked in.
So last three games?
That's the last 3 games, because, at that last 3 games, we don't know if we playing or not, so you really start locking in on who the opponent going to be.
Right.
What you got to do, you start cutting out all distractions. Yeah. You start
Locking in.
making sure everything is good with the girlfriend or the wifey or whoever your people is closest to you, and you just be like, all right, you got to be a filter for me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you just dialed in. It might not, like, I might not even sleep in the same bed with wifey.
Oh, wow.
Or just be like in a whole nother room where it's just quiet and dark and just
Isolation?
isolating a little bit. A couple of that, yeah. It's
Can you
really,
feel yourself changing?
Yeah, for sure that.
A lot of people don't really know that. So you play 10 exhibition games, and then you go into an 82-game season, and for some reason, when you hit the playoffs, I can't say after my first year, but being in the summer and then watching the playoffs, it irritates you. But when you actually get a taste of the playoffs and then you're not in it, it really fucks with you, right? But when you are getting ready for the playoffs, I told Church this the other day, my body still thinks around April 15th, April 10th, that I'm getting ready for the playoffs. At night, I get cold sweats. I feel, I can't even explain it. You would understand it more than anybody, but I'm up, my mind is going.
Right, you up, it's hard to sleep,
edgy,
it's hard to sleep.
Edgy.
For real, it is hard
It's
to
coming
sleep.
through my ears. I can't even you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even explain. I'm playing things through my mind, things that I did well, things that I didn't do well, things that and we're not even locked into who we gonna play either. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask P, because I still to this day actually experience some of those
I will
yesteryear feelings, bro. Like
playoffs is the most stressful.
Yeah, true. On your body.
Just
And mind.
mentally, physically that you'll ever feel, because you go through so many emotional highs and lows. One day you win a game, the next day you lose a game. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to look at nobody. You don't want to eat. You can't sleep. You think about what you could have did better.
You're watching it over and over and over and over. You're rewinding it. You're looking at
it.
it.
It could just be one game. You just always just like, God damn, if I had did this or that or this or that, and you beat yourself up with it. And then if you don't play for like a couple of days, this is going on for a couple of days until you can get back on the court.
And guess what's fucked up? Your house, your circle,
Your relationships.
like everything you got going on is in a disarray.
Yeah.
And the power of focus, the power of concentrating on something.
You just might get in an argument with your girl or wife or your boy or a family member, and it be over nothing. You just because your mind is so discombobulated because of the emotional highs and lows of the playoffs. It's just when you're obsessed with this shit.
Such a fatigue.
It's just draining.
It is. And when you see and hear about players going on like a month, where they went on like a month vacation, it's because of this. Because for at least 45 days to like 2 months, you're not thinking of nothing else but this.
The playoffs can ruin your relationship or your marriage or you're not taking them out on dates. You're not having sex. This is how I was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not doing none of that extra stuff. And it can have a strain on your relationship, to be honest.
Real shit. This is the other side of the playoffs
Yeah,
that you
this
don't
is
ever
what
hear
people
about.
don't talk about.
But it's curating the monster in you so that when you hit that court, when you see baby crying or niggas got all this, you feel me? That's where you take it out. That's why at the end of a playoff game, you ought to see the locker room. Guys are exhausted. I'm talking about leaning over like, ain't
it's so draining.
Listen, the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it.
So draining, dog.
It's nothing like it.
It's stressful.
I say this, with all due respect. I loved that we went down to the final game of the year and it was meaningful. Usually around the last 3-4 games, guys sitting out, chilling, I'm high-fiving, I'm eating hot dogs.
Man, it was a lot of
Lord,
meaningful
it wasn't
games.
none of that shit.
3 teams fighting for the number 1 slot.
And every single game meant something. You hear me?
Every single game meant something. Knicks ended up number 2.
2.
OKC got the 1 slot. Because Denver lost to San Antonio. That was a gimme right there,
Pete, what you always say? Win the games you're supposed to win. It's Paul Pierce, number one thing.
The games you're supposed to win. They supposed
to win that. They were supposed to. And I tell y'all all the time, there's no bad players in this league. There's no bad players in the NBA at all. If the guy got on the jersey, it's for a reason. If he's sitting on the bench, it's for a reason.
No, there's some bad players in the league.
There's some bad players, but nah, I'm saying that he has a superpower for him to have a jersey on.
It's some politics.
No.
There'd be some politics in this.
Listen.
Keep it 100.
I know exactly where you're going.
No, you don't. I'm just saying.
I hear you. I know you. I know exactly what you're saying. Absolutely, there is. I can't fight that one. What?
But in the playoffs, it kind of the roster whittles down to 8
Oh,
or
no.
9 players. So
It gets
Now,
cut
the
down.
roster don't
The fat gets
whittle
cut.
down, the rotation whittles.
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fat gets cut.
Yeah.
That first 4-5, the 4-5, the Clippers versus the Mavericks.
Wearing the 4-5.
Wearing the
It ain't to play
4-5.
games with you. It's to aim at you. Oh, man. The way Dallas been on one right now,
Nah,
dog.
that ain't what you want to say. Man, the way Luka owned the Clippers.
Nah, I mean, the Clippers done beat them twice in the playoffs.
Luka has
dominated the Clippers as far as like points average. You think he averaging about like 35, 40 on them. But I will say this. I think the Clippers is a little fragile right now. Kawhi, he ain't been right over the last month. I just think right now with the momentum that Dallas got and the chemistry that Kyrie and Luka been showing, man, I don't see them. I don't see the Clippers beating them. Plus, I mean, I don't know if you're going to put that kind of pressure on Harden to be the number 2 guy if Kawhi's not playing. I think it's too much to ask. I know the Clippers are a deep team, and they have guys like Westbrook, and, they have Zubac and Plumlee and all these other guys, and they got enough people to fill in if Kawhi not there. But I just think when the pressure is on, that Luka going to deliver.
You think their star power is more than the Clippers?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. He missed 8 games to sit out the playoffs?
I think he missed 8 games because something is wrong.
So I think the 8 games were to get some rest and to prepare for the playoffs. I think Kawhi's going to be better than what most give him.
All right,
I think this is going to be a more competitive.
For the 8 games, how many weeks is that? Probably 3 weeks.
I mean, let's say he's out.
3 weeks is 8 games, right?
8 games?
Yeah, two and a half weeks.
3 games a week.
2.5 weeks.
Let's say he's been out 3 weeks.
He been out 3 weeks.
He ain't just chilling.
Plus, yeah, he ain't.
Yeah,
So now another week for the play-in. So he been out a month.
So I'm trying to tell you, you're doing all this so that he can actually have a chance to play.
So you think you can still? You think KG, knowing you, you play?
Kawhi.
You can sit out 30 days, and then come back and think you're gonna be that same player
Hear
that
me
day?
out. You're assuming that he's doing Nathaniel. At least that's what the audience think you think when you say 30 days. You saying 30 days of no playing. You saying 30 days
No
of
games.
of
He ain't
no
played
hooping.
no games. No live
no NBA
games.
that we know of. You know what I'm talking about? I'm
Yeah,
saying
well, he
treatment. I'm saying all that shit, right?
Yeah,
I'm saying that
yeah.
he took the games to be able to have the chance to come play.
Right,
That's what
okay.
I'm saying here. I'm not saying he's coming back to be fucking Kawhi. Look
Okay.
at Joel. You know what I'm talking about? Joel's still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is saying here is that the Clippers got 4 guys that can dominate a game or that have had a track record, right?
I mean, you
Hear
jump.
me out. What
okay,
I'm saying,
I mean,
bro. Just hear
listen,
me out.
listen.
I am saying the Mavericks are playing at a rate and at a, as far as a collective, not even their two-headed monster is activated. The button is hit.
Activated.
Ramadan is in his bag, and Luka is Luka the Don. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but their supporting cast, Washington Jr., Hardaway Jr. Bro, they got like 3-4 guys that's playing in the rotation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? All
yeah.
the juniors are playing great. You hear what I'm saying?
All the juniors.
They got about 3 juniors over there, don't they?
They got Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick
too.
Jones Jr., Hardaway Jr., and they got Washington Jr. All the juniors are playing. You feel me? And I love their pieces. I like how the momentum of Dallas looks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Clippers have enough momentum to actually meet that. But they got the star power. Again, the fact that Kawhi is the unknown makes it hard to go with the Clippers. So I got the Mavericks in this.
Yeah, I do too. I think the Mavericks.
I would not be surprised if it went sooner than later. You understand what I'm saying? Because
I can actually see the Mavericks getting to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, that would mean they would beat. And they have the path. They have the path because they don't have to see Denver
and they got the two-headed monster that's
until
lit.
the conference finals.
Man, the two-headed monster is lit. You hear me?
So if Dallas beat Clippers and let's say Oklahoma City beats the winner of Kings, Pelicans, so you say Kings, Pelicans, or OKC versus Dallas in the second round,
I see the path.
the path for Dallas is there for them to get to the conference finals and possibly to the chip.
Let me say this too, man. Let me go ahead and say this. There is no easy paths
No, not in the West.
in the fucking playoffs.
Nah.
And nobody.
Nobody. No
All this talk about, they got to dodge Denver. I don't give a, listen, you dodge Denver, it's another door sitting over here waiting on your ass called OKC or Minnesota. Or you know what I'm saying? It ain't no easy path.
It ain't no easy pass. You right.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, we want Milwaukee. All right,
No,
be careful what the fuck you ask for.
Like You
know what I'm saying?
When you got to take the lesser of two evils, that's what people are probably saying. Like, I'd rather play OKC or Minnesota instead of Denver.
But
Because
they-
they the defending champs. They got the experience. This motherfucker, Joker is a problem. He averaged 30, 12, and 12 for the playoffs last year, something like
And
that.
it ain't just that, Joe. It's that people don't want to go to Denver and play. Let's keep it 100. Don't nobody want to go to Denver and play in this thin-ass air. No, okay, I got that, right?
Not at all.
But I'm saying, it ain't. The assumption, I think, to people is that if you don't get this, you get the Lakers. Man, the Lakers are finna give Denver all they got, bro. They finna get the haymaker, the overhand, the knee lift, the super flying kick. Bro, they're gonna have to, bro, because that's what it is. But under the assumption of, oh man, this path, man, each path is more difficult. And you
This
get a
West
different,
path.
huh?
This is the toughest I've seen the West in a
Man,
long
this is the
time.
toughest I've seen it. And you know what? Everybody got something. And if Zion don't go out on the other joint because he got the hamstring.
He's
man,
out.
He look great. You know
He's
what I'm
out.
saying? So
He's out.
What are
He's
they
out.
saying today?
Hamstring
Hamstring. It
fucked up.
just got announced he's not playing the final playing game
Not
this
playing.
Friday.
He's out, bro.
All right, that
I got the
makes
Kings,
sense
and the
then.
Kings
That
are
makes
lit right now. The Kings ran through Golden State. You understand?
Next matchup I wanted to ask you about out west is the Timberwolves and Suns. The Suns have played very well against the Timberwolves the last 2 years, but the Timberwolves have had a very great season.
What's the season series on them?
I believe the Suns swept them. They're 6-1 in the last 2 seasons. The Suns.
I'll be honest to everybody in the room. If it's one series I'm nervous about, it's this series right here.
Nervous in terms
I'm
of
just nervous. KD can beat you, bro.
Minnesota versus
KD,
Phoenix,
KD
right?
can beat you. If you don't know what you're doing and you ain't got proper coaching and the coaching and all that goes into it, bro, because I done seen Minnesota get to a point where they couldn't put the ball in the basket and they kept doing kind of the same things. And I didn't see that adjustment in that right there, you know? The one thing I love about Minnesota, they play hard and they play hard on both ends. Feel me? And if you're gonna go into a blaze of glory against KD and Book and Bill and the Suns, you gotta have your leader be like Anthony Edwards and think like how he think, and have Cat right beside him thinking the way they think, and having a hoist of McDaniels and Nas Reeves and Conley sitting back ready too. I like Minnesota's go. It's just their experience. It's just the X factor. You know what I'm saying? When you're coming up against something like the Suns.
I think for Minnesota.
I got Minnesota in this though.
All right, listen.
I got Minnesota in this, and I think this goes 7.
I think for
I think
Minnesota.
this goes 7.
For Minnesota to beat them, I'm gonna tell you this. I think they gotta sit Rudy Gobert and make him come off the bench. I think you start Nas Reed with Towns. And the reason I say that is because of the,
Offset Nurk.
well, Nas Reed can match up with Nurk. Nurk is not the
Oh,
problem.
you talking
but
about
when
the KD?
you got KD at the 4.
Who guarding KD? McDaniel? KD's gonna have to guard McDaniel.
Yeah,
And he's
make
a
him
cheater.
play.
He's long. He
you
ain't
can put
no
McDaniel-
bitch.
you can
You know what I'm
put-
saying?
You can put McDaniels on him.
Slow him down.
McDonald's, you can put him on him, but the problem is this is a terrible matchup for Minnesota because, for one, as much as I love Ant-Man, he has to guard somebody.
Well, him and Book gonna
every-
offset somebody.
No, but if he gonna go from Book to Katie to Bill, he not gonna get a break.
Who is? It's the
But
playoffs.
no, but like you
Ain't
know,
nobody
like,
getting a break. Wait,
no,
Lord,
but listen.
stop acting like
No,
if he
but
go
listen,
this way, it's
listen
gonna
to-
be
Listen to my
Lord.
philosophy though.
Lord, you go this way, you're gonna have to handle a 30 clip. If you
Yeah,
go over
but
here, it's
you
a
know,
60
as a
clip. If you
primary-
go over here, it's the
as a
M16 versus
primary-
AR. It's you're gonna have to deal with some type of whatever.
You know what made me have more energy in some of these matchups, like when we played Bron in Cleveland?
Yeah.
It's because I didn't have to guard him every time I had somebody like posed to guard him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I can go over here to who they had on the other side, like Pavlovich or somebody else.
Wally.
Somebody
yeah,
else.
Yeah. I see what you're
So
saying.
it was like, all right, you got to play him. Yeah, it's to respect them. But for him to be the primary scorer, you can't do that, is what I'm saying. So,
I
like,
got
you can't say, all right, you guard KD, because if he guard KD, you got to guard Book now. So now if he guard Book, you got to guard KD. Or if he guard Book and KD, you got to guard Beal.
What you think, P? You think, well,
I
this
know,
coming
but-
here, you get the answers, you can go to AI, it gives you the answer?
I know.
Bro,
but
you
for
have to
a
suit up against
for a
somebody.
First round matchup.
5 guys out here, you're going to have to guard one of these niggas out
so
here.
in saying all that,
Yeah.
I think that's going to take away from him offensively.
Bro, listen. So what I'm expecting, this gonna be an all out brawl. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Anthony Edwards is gonna have to not only guard, but he's gonna have to produce too. This is
That's
the
what I'm
job.
saying. That is
Guess
the
what?
job. That's
Cat
the
gonna have
job.
to do the same thing. Fucking Nas Reed gonna have to do the thing. McDaniel gonna have to score. He can't just be all defense. And I don't think that you can.
He gonna have more
Listen.
chances to get in foul trouble because he got to score. He got to guard.
Listen,
these
you
type
anticipating
of guys.
that shit. That ain't even happened yet. What I'm saying to you is he has to push the issue on KD, and I don't think that you can give KD the same dose of everything.
Yeah.
Great players adjust, and they adjust quick.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't think you just put
Absolutely.
McDaniel in. I think you bring
I-
slow-mo in here. I think you put Cat on him a little bit, because then KD got to guard on the other end too.
Yeah.
Like this ain't,
Like he got to guard.
bro, Suns do not guard, and their defense is suspect.
Yeah.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't just wake up and they was number one defensively.
No doubt.
So I'm looking at them as implementing that defensive stance, and when the Suns go small, Minnesota has the pieces to go small and meet that.
I just think, but that's not their strength. Their strength is
not,
how they've
but
been playing.
I'm talking about the adjustment.
So now they got to keep up with their speed.
Okay.
Suns' speed is going to be too much, I
Listen,
think, at the end.
I don't think so. I don't think that the Suns have. I don't think they have enough organization of a consolidator with a point guard. I think when it comes down and you got to get in the fourth quarter, you got to get in those sets and make things happen. You need a point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal got to play point guard. Guess what? I'm cool with that because now it takes Bradley Beal off of being Bradley Beal, putting the ball in the bucket. He got to consolidate, come off, You know what I'm saying? One of those 3 guards going to have to consolidate. Grayson Allen, Beal, or Booker are going to have to come down and play that role. And they got to guard. So, it goes both ways, Pete.
You got to guard Grayson Allen
Listen, you got to guard Mike Conley.
a little bit.
I know a little bit. He a point guard. And he got lob to Rudy. He can hit the floater. He'll hit your ass 3.
He can't beat you.
Man, what? Mike
can't.
Conley? See, that attitude right there would get your ass out the first round.
But meaning that you can kind of help off him because of the other guys.
Grayson Allen is a shooter, and that's it. You make him put on the floor 2 or 3 times, he'll kick
but you
that
can't help
motherfucker.
off- You can't help off of him.
You can help off Mike Conley?
Yeah, you can help off my
Yeah, if you saying that, then you can help off Grayson Allen.
You can't help off Grayson.
You can help off. You can help off
That man
him.
is the number 1 3-point shooter in the league.
And what that mean?
You can't help off of him.
That motherfucker. What he average? What he average?
He averaged 13.
Oh, average 13. Man, get the fuck out of here. He don't even get enough touches to implement the game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He gonna have to bring that 13. I don't see him going 13 to 20, 25.
He gonna have a game. He gonna have 20 because you're gonna be
Ain't
leaving him
game.
open. That's what you need. You need
Nah,
sometimes.
I
You
need
a role player
you
to
to
get
bring
that.
your 13 with you. I need to. You know
What's
what I'm saying?
Conley averaging?
11 points a game, 40.
He the point guard.
All
How
right,
many
so
other
if he's
niggas on
averaging-
Minnesota goddamn averaging? There's about 7 niggas on Minnesota damn near averaging like close to double.
He's shooting 2 for 6 from 3.
Who?
Conley.
But the percentages between Grayson Allen and Conley are very close.
This nigga
Yeah,
so
46.
disrespectful, yo.
44 to 46.
Yeah.
That's
Come on, man. This P, he on his wine shit today. You know what I'm saying? I guess we in Vellevu today. You know what I'm saying? I guess we in the Tuscany area of Italy today. We're trying the Merlots out. You know what I'm saying? Send me the memo next time. I'd have gotten some fresher shit. You know what I'm saying? I got the Timberwolves, and I think that this is potentially can go 6 or 7. I think this is going to be a 7, because I anticipate at some point the Suns trying to go small, and I just think Minnesota has the pieces to be able to go small. I think Nurkic and Gobert, whoever wins that matchup is a key matchup in this whole thing, but KD. It's going to be KD Book against.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but who did Minnesota play last year in the
Hold
playoffs?
on, Lord, I'm in the middle of talking. What the fuck?
Oh, I thought you said 7.
No, hit me out.
All right,
No.
go ahead, go
What
ahead.
I'm saying is my point in what I'm saying to go 7 is I think it's going to be the superstar matchups. Superstar matchups to who superstars show up.
So you
If the duo of KD and Book top heavy exceeds Minnesota's stars, I think
they got
so.
better superstars on Suns, though.
I think so. More experience, you can say that,
yeah.
yes. I think Minnesota wins this, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
in
I
7
think
games.
Phoenix has dominated them over the last couple years, and I think they just don't have a matchup for KD, and that's going to be the difference.
So
Because now if you focus on everything, all the defense on KD, this is when Book kills you. This is where Book kills you.
they got an answer for Anthony Edwards over there?
I mean, Anthony Edwards is good, but he's not there yet on the KD level, or a Book level, playoff-wise. I'm saying playoff-wise. He's had a great regular season, but we've seen Book get 40-plus points in the finals. We've seen what he's done in the playoffs. Yet Anthony Edwards has yet to arrive as a playoff performer. And I'm trusting these guys more than him right now. That's all. I love Ant and what his development has been in only his third year? Yeah, but that's a lot of pressure on a young third-year guy who's going against guys who've been deep in the playoffs, guys who've won championships, to ask, this is it's fourth year, so that's a lot to ask for him to go out here and have these type of performances. But he's capable of it. He's capable of it. I'm not knocking him, but it's just a huge ask right now.
I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards because I think that he wants this. And I think at some point in his career, he's going to have to go through teams like this, teams that are better than you, teams that are more experienced than you. And I can't even say Phoenix is better than them because their record don't say that.
Well,
I say that
head
they just got more
to
experience.
head, they've been owning them. They own Minnesota.
I got you.
It's a bad matchup.
No, I got you.
And I think this whole playoffs this
about
year is
matchups,
about
yes.
matchups.
Absolutely.
I think you
Absolutely.
throw the records out
Absolutely.
and be like, if you don't know nobody record and you just look Minnesota, Phoenix, or Clippers and Dallas and Lakers and Denver, you throw all the records out and be like, man, I don't know. You just don't know. Like, God damn, it's so many matchups. I'm talking about 1 to 8. The number 1 seed could lose to the 8th seed.
That's what I was trying to say with the point of
Yeah.
ain't no easy roads in whichever
it
you go.
ain't.
You
It
know what I'm
ain't.
saying?
It
Everybody's
ain't.
got their weapons. Everybody's got their flaws. And, yeah, any team can be beaten, too.
Yeah,
Real
for
shit.
For sure.
Straight up.
So I got, Minnesota, they had a great year this year, but I just think they don't get past Phoenix in the first round. It's just crazy. Damn. But it's not, you won't even consider, in the past you consider this an upset, right? Because they a number 3 seed playing a 6 seed, you be like, that's an upset. But like when you got this in the 6 seed, which is unusual, then it's not an upset really.
That mean KD, Book, and
KD,
Bill.
Book, Phoenix, because before the season, I had Phoenix coming out of the West.
And the reality part of that, they're 6.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With Minnesota damn near being number 1.
Yeah, but who had Minnesota?
Nobody.
And who
But
had
the
OKC at the
talking about
top?
talking about the reality parts
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, the reality parts of it is they are. So
Yeah.
I don't go by no regular season shit either. I know that's good for narratives and shit, but listen, man, that'll be the upset of the year.
Yeah.
Real shit. If the Suns beat the Timberwolves first round. What's your views on the Lakers and the Nuggets?
I don't think nothing changed. I think the Denver Nuggets own the Lakers. I think it's psychologically in their head. And unless you're going to tell me that Joker's not showing up, I don't think the Lakers got a chance. And they've dominated that. The Denver Nuggets have won 8 straight versus the Lakers, counting back to last year. They've won every game by average of double figures this year. It's just the Lakers can't do nothing with this team. They don't have no answer for Jamal Murray, who averaged 30 on the Lakers in the series last year. And it's just a bad matchup. Like, they role players for Denver is just way better than the Lakers role players.
Well, Vincent back. They got Vince. I seen the game Vincent sighting.
That's a good pickup. That's a good
pickup for right
now.
now.
That's good having him back,
I
actually.
can't say that I'm anticipating the same Anthony Davis showing up. AD, hey, listen, I think
He actually played well.
I was just about to say, he played well. He didn't even, you know what I'm saying?
He played really well. I think
Joker
he averaged about 26, 28, and 11
Yeah, it was up there.
last
Probably
year.
more
So
than
if
that,
he
yeah.
giving you that and y'all still getting swept, you know what I'm saying?
They don't get a game? You don't think they get a game in this series?
I don't know if they get a game.
They getting the game. They getting the game. They getting the game.
Maybe this year they'll get one game.
4-1?
Anthony Davis gave him all he could give him.
4-1?
4-1 at best.
Lord, they lose the first game, I'm calling you. I'm saying? I'm on you. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm saying?
If Denver lose,
If the Lakers get the first game, you know.
oh yeah, they're gonna have to.
I'm at your
they
game.
gotta
Ding
steal-
dong,
They gotta
ding
steal
dong,
the
ding dong,
first game. For sure.
Kevin.
They gotta steal the first game. They gotta steal the first game.
Paul got the Kevin ring when I get to his crib. Kevin, Takin. How you know it's me?
Ding dong, right.
Well, Anthony Davis in the preseason has kind of penciled this series that he said he cannot wait for this to happen.
Yeah, he said that I can't wait for this to happen, and then what happened during the regular season? They got
3-0.
put. Is
Denver's
that?
3-0.
That ain't the playoffs.
Yeah,
That ain't the playoffs, baby.
it was last year.
I'm talking about this year.
Man,
Last year
listen,
you
let me
had-
tell you something, dog.
Last year you had a
Let
fade.
me tell you something, dog.
Last year you had a fade.
Lakers is gonna come in here, put Anthony Davis and LeBron on their lap and ask them, who's your daddy? That's what they're gonna do, like they've been doing. The Denver Nuggets are the Lakers' daddy. It just is what it is. It's just
You know what?
like it is. They're gonna have to do something about that.
It's-
The coach says they're gonna have to do something.
only
about
one
that.
way to
If they don't
find
do,
out.
If they don't do nothing about that this year,
It's just, listen. This is gonna be
if they
closer
don't do
than what
nothing
you
about
think.
that this year,
This is gonna be a closer series than what you think. I don't think the Lakers, if they have any pride, go in here and go like this.
I
No way.
mean, I'm thinking if Zion don't get hurt, they would have been on the ropes. They was on the ropes.
Hear that shit, man. Rope and doping is a reason. You know what I'm saying? You saw what D-Lo did, hit the three in the corner. Said what
Yeah,
he
but if
said.
Zion don't get hurt, the Lakers
Man,
might.
if it was a split, we'd be in here lit like right now. You understand? Like, nah. I mean, you might be lit right now. But nah, I'm talking about like what we doing. I'm talking about like the Lakers, man. Nah.
You got confident in the Lakers?
I'm just saying that everybody's got them like they finna get swept and they using the regular season as this, I got it. Bro, and then this kid is talking about, remembering that and all that, bro. Yeah, I mean, you setting it up that
All
you
right,
coming out
so
to.
who said this? Who said they remember what?
Anthony Davis said that
I'll read the quote. Yeah,
he got a quote. He circled this. I'm ready for this. He's ready for this series, P. So that's what I'm saying.
It was a lot of talking. We get it. Y'all won. But me and Braun had some conversations. We can't wait.
That didn't sound convincing.
He never said
That-
that about
I'm just
nothing.
saying,
Have you
I'm
ever heard him
saying-
say that about anything? Let's get it.
And then he
Let's
said
get
that.
it.
All right, so when did he say that?
This was in
Couple-
the preseason.
So in the preseason, he said this, and then they go out during the season and get whooped every game.
I think he's inferring the playoff stuff.
Bro, you're supposed to make a statement during the regular season, though. You can't say this in the preseason and then get whooped every game during the regular season. Like, come on.
Let's
Like,
get it.
all right. So now, if they lose in the playoffs, what is it going to be? All right, there we go.
Let's see. There's only one way to find
But
out, baby.
but if you say something in the preseason, you're going to come out swinging at least during the regular season, right?
No,
You got to. You can't just say, oh, well, now what is it? Let's wait till the playoffs. Now
Every time I play you gonna feel it.
What's Joker's numbers and
Nah,
Anthony
real shit.
since the talk?
Nah, bro.
Who's-
Every time I would have saw dude, he'd have knew I would.
Exactly.
Like,
so
yeah.
what's his numbers versus his number versus Joker numbers?
Yeah, what's the
So
matchup numbers?
Yeah, what's the matchup number? So after you say that, every time you see dude, it's gonna be on, right?
Right.
You can't just talk that and then it not be
translate.
nothing.
Yeah, not
You know what I'm saying? You know the clock we come from. We gonna say something. We gonna do something about it.
If you balking, you gotta come out here and back that up.
Right. Come on, dog. So
I'm just saying the Lakers get a game.
all I
I'm not
know is
saying
when
they're not getting
Takin
swept.
said something,
Yeah, he got done.
when Takin said something,
Yeah, he got done.
it was
Followed up.
followed up.
So this year in 3 games, AD 22, 9, and 3.
Under-
And then let me just look up Jokic. Give me just
okay.
1 second.
Look at you so ready to take.
No, I'm saying that's under
Nah,
his
you
averages.
relax,
That's under
yo,
his averages.
relax.
But you can't talk and then come
Yo.
22. That's under your averages. Come on, my
We just
dog.
said it was matchups. Nah, bro. All right, bro. There you go with that disrespect.
I'm just.
All right, you're gonna have to need security walking. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need some security. They ain't gonna let you know Laker game. You're gonna be sitting on the floor of the Laker game. Oh, excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Could you come this way, sir?
All right, what was Joker?
Joker against the Lakers in 3 games.
That's like a seal, by the way. You sound
That
like a
was-
seal.
that was a
That was
seal.
like a seal. I don't even know.
All right, so what's Joker?
Against the Lakers, 29, 12, and 9.
What was it? What was it? 29 what? 29.
29, 12, and 9.
Man, give me this ball, man. P burnt. P burnt, man. This shit gone already. Look.
No.
P burnt
Come
on the
on,
set
no,
today.
no.
No, look, I
That-
still
them
got my
numbers-
first one. You
them
done had like
numbers-
9 of these
No,
already.
them numbers, come on, dog. Come on. That's a big dog right there. That's one of them rock wallers.
They get a game. I got them
All right,
in
they
this
get
series, but
one
they get a
game. All right, they
Nah,
get
gonna
one
get a
game.
couple games. Ain't
They
going
get
like
one
that.
game. They get
Nah,
one
it's
game.
Bron.
It's still Bron and AD.
Right.
They were 8th in the West.
Got it.
Like you
Can't argue. I can't even argue this point. I
you
got
moved up from
got it.
9th in the last day. Like, what is it that screams they're a contender?
Are you looking forward to the series, though?
I
Can
am.
say that?
I am. I like Gordon. I'm looking for the
looking
Gordon Brown matchup. That's gonna be my
I'm
favorite
looking
matchup.
forward to the Celtics and Heat series more than this.
Well, we're not
Because
there
that
Relax,
series
man.
went
We're talking about
7.
the series. We're talking about this series.
I know, but that series,
What are we looking forward to in this series? That's what he's asking.
I know, I get it. But they swept them. So I'm not looking forward to watching the Lakers, okay? Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to
We'll go
watching
East.
the Lakers.
Let's go East.
Who you like in the Cleveland Orlando series? Where we at? Where we starting at?
I gotta go with
We're
my
in Orlando?
No.
We're in Cleveland?
Cleveland has
4-5?
home court advantage. Yes, sir.
I mean, I've been raving about Cleveland all year long. I think they're gonna shock some people, if it's even a shock. But I gotta go with my boy Paolo Banchero and Frank Wagner.
You going with Orlando, eh?
Yep.
I got the Cavs, yo. I think they got a finisher in Donovan. I think they
love
got
Donovan.
pieces. I love Donovan. I love Garland. I love their team. And you know what? They've been flying
They
under
just
the radar.
seem like they don't have a certain chemistry.
Not even that,
all
but
the
they're
time.
not clicking. It don't seem like they always on the same
Yeah,
page,
right?
right?
Garland and Mitchell.
Guards usually be like, you know.
Garland and Mitchell seem like, I don't know, they don't like each other or something.
No, it just ain't coming together.
It ain't
Don't put
coming
that out there,
together.
but it just ain't clicking. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It don't look like it clicked.
don't
It's like
look.
it looked like when Mitchell out there, then Garland's off to the side, or vice versa. It don't look like they got the chemistry yet.
I watched them the other night. Did it look like they was on some? Did it look like the Cleveland Cavaliers was flaking? You saw them against Charlotte.
Yeah.
They benched their starters in
They
the fourth
benched
quarter.
their-
Man,
They had an 8-point lead.
only reason I was excited about that was for the Imani Bates.
Oh yeah.
They didn't let him get off, Lord. He came in doing some other shit, like some offense and running the offense. Like, I don't know. That shit look crazy, yo. That shit look crazy. I wasn't honoring that. And then it looked like Cleveland said, okay, we're going to put our young boys out here against Charlotte young boys. Okay, it's going to be a young boy game. Get off. And then that shit didn't look right. That shit didn't look right. I done seen a lot of games. I can tell when it's whoop. That shit look whoop like the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Charlotte, because Charlotte still came to play. They still came to play like young boys
Yeah.
being hungry and shit.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But that wasn't the way to go into the playoffs with momentum like that. And then I wanted to see Imani get off. I want to see Imani, show the lead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get it. You got to do what the coach telling you, and everybody got a plan. But y'all like the Cavs in this matchup. I think the young boys in Orlando are good. I think they're hungry, but I think they're too young. I think they're in
Orlando
that same little
floated.
stage of still growing and being able to have some experience. I look for Cleveland to win this. In 6.
Orlando then floated under the radar all year long, and then you looked up casuals looked up and was like, oh, Orlando's in the 5th spot?
Yeah, but they young, they inexperienced. I love Orlando.
And nobody is
I love
talking
they
about,
fight.
like when we talk about young cores, right now we talking about,
Orlando's in there. We
I
put
know,
Orlando
but
in there.
no, it ain't loud enough.
No, I put Orlando. Every time I say something, I say Minnesota, OKC, and I throw Orlando in there third.
yeah.
They are on that list as the core. Rockets on that list. You got a closer like Esco, bro. You got you something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So I like Orlando. I just think it's too early. I think they still cooking.
I think that the temperature in Cleveland ain't right, because I don't know if Donovan, they talking about he may not sign an extension. They may be trade him. It's a lot of other things that's hovering over that city. You know what I'm saying?
That you think goes into this play.
That goes into the play too. It's just uncomfortable. With your teammates. You know how they get uncomfortable? Like, oh, he ain't gonna be here next year. He got 1 foot out the door. You know what I'm saying? You got to think like that too. Your teammates is like, man, he really don't want to. He just here, to hoop and get on to the next. So
The Jiffy. So you throw the cornbread out. It ain't. You throw it out.
Yeah, you throwing that one out.
Damn, the ingredients ain't come together.
Because,
You
nah,
put
we
too much.
throwing that.
You put too much in
It's
there.
too much starch or something. Too much powdered starch. Like not enough
Fuck
corn.
the cornbread up,
Fuck
bro.
cornbread up. Yeah.
Man, you see Donovan leaving?
I think he leave. Why he don't? I mean, the extension is for a lot of money. It don't seem like he committed to the city.
Cleveland got up. Man, Cleveland got the two bigs. They got a dope point guard.
Yeah, but I just
like
seem
Okoro
like
at
the
three.
rumblings that's been coming out of there, just like
ain't happy.
he 1 foot out the door.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They already put out there, if he don't re-sign, we're gonna look to trade him this summer. Because I think he got 1 year left on his deal. So they looking to do an extension and he not doing it right now. So I
should've
just
went
feel
to New
like
York, man.
the chemistry ain't there and the all-in with that team ain't there. So I think Orlando gonna pop them.
Bucks against the Pacers.
I mean,
No Giannis. He's not going to start the series. Who you liking this, P?
the Bucks have been one of the most disappointing teams to me in all of basketball, truthfully. Because you just thought once you traded for Dame that you looked at this team as a possible threat to the Celtics. Then they get off to a really good start. They fire their coach in the middle of the season. Doc takes over, and they ain't been right, really. They really ain't been right. You know, Doc been trying to implement his offense. He been trying to implement his motivation. And for some reason, this team ain't picking it up.
You think they was better under Adrian?
I mean, it's the same team.
I said, do you think that they was playing better under Adrian?
I mean, they were playing better under Adrian Griffith. Yeah, of course. They was, like 14 or 15 games over five.
No, I'm saying you think they was playing
They
better.
were
when
playing
was with
better
Adrian?
basketball with Adrian, but it's hard to come in mid-season as a new coach and implement like your system, because you don't got no practice time. You ain't you ain't got your assistant coaches like that you really want around there. So it's hard to do that. And when you asking a coach to do that on a championship caliber team, mid-season, that's tough. Now, I'm not saying they can't right they wrong. But if you don't got your best player healthy right now, I just don't, and y'all ain't been playing well, I just don't even see them getting out the first round. Now, you can say what you want, but last year they lost first round.
Yeah, to the Heat.
They lost first round. So I see them losing again in the first round. I just don't see them recovering and getting to the team that we saw a few years ago that won a championship. Or even the team we saw last year during the regular season that took home the number 1 seed. They just, we all know if Giannis is not healthy, they can't win.
So my take is this. 2 teams that I see super dangerous on both sides. The Bucks in the East and the Suns in the West. And I'm talking like 2-3 weeks before we got to where we are now. You remember the Suns, they was bad. I think they was 9th. You remember when they went, you know what I'm saying? They was like,
They had one of the toughest remaining schedules. They're 7-3 in their last 10.
Right. I'm
That was
saying this
shocking.
to say though, Milwaukee, if it's a team that I feel like you don't want to see, because obviously we see the state, right? But you know how when we get to the playoffs, it gets to a new season and whatever else clicks, it clicks. They let a lot more go. You can play a lot more physical. It's a lot more physicality that gets acclimated into the play. That helps a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because now they're not calling all that loose stuff, right? Then, when I think of Milwaukee, I see and I hear everything. But man, when I think about the potential I'm sitting up here thinking, like, how long is this going to keep going on, right? And then at one point, does it click, right? So I'm giving it hopeful that it clicked. Like, you don't want to be in a series against KD, 7 games. You don't want to be in no fucking, you feel what I'm saying, P? You know this. You want to be in no 7-game series with Booker, Bill, niggas that can beat you, Dame Lillard. You know what I'm saying? There's some pieces that can beat you when you go in there. So if you go in there on some, they ain't got Giannis, Brook Lopez, he's a champion. Fucking Middleton. You got Pat Bev. You got pieces over here, and you got a closer in Dame. So it ain't like you just finna walk through the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks got to show up. They got to play. They got the pieces to come in here. They got wing play that can come in here and guard some of these players that are in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I just see Indiana being a better team as far as having continuity. They playing together. But shit, as far as the better team in this, man.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I get it, P. I'm picking, without Giannis, it's hard to go with Milwaukee and seeing what they are. But I'm going to pick Indiana in this, but I would not want to see the Milwaukee Bucks or the Suns in the series, being that they're wounded animals. And I feel like their backs are really in the wall, back against the wall. The fucking Bucks got to come out and beat Indiana with or without Giannis, hands down. It don't matter. They got to figure it out.
No, but you don't build. If you don't build nothing consistent during the regular season, that don't mean it's hard to have that in the playoffs.
No, I got that. And we just being journalists and analysts here. It's been coming out that Dame's had some personal stuff. He's going through a divorce. You know, when you're going through personal issues in the world, don't know none of this, that sometimes it reflects on just not energy, but your play. And I don't know if all of these things we're talking about is going to either help or harm, but they factors. And when they're factors to where they are, you got to put them into play and think that they're going to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in this, I think Milwaukee is the better team, but I just don't think they're in the continuity of where they need to be going into the playoffs. And I got Indiana.
Yeah, I got Indiana too.
Let's talk some Leap Watch. Which players have been stamped in the regular season are primed for it to translate in the playoffs?
Oh, we're talking about Leap Juice.
Yes.
Who you see coming in drinking a 2-liter Leap Juice?
Let me look.
No, just off the top of the dome, dog. Come on, man.
Well, I got to see who in the playoffs.
Nah, bro, come on. Are you serious? I mean, don't be bringing them Fox principles on here, man. This certified, man.
Nah,
Come on, man.
I'm trying to see who in the playoffs. All right, so.
Man, I'm going with Anthony Edwards. You know why? Because I think Anthony Edwards got something to prove to the league. If you're going to be on the number one team, if you're going to be considered on one of the top teams in the league, you have to come out and you got to make your mark in the playoffs. And I think that he is.
I mean, he balled last year.
No, he's primed to come out.
He averaged like 30.
I'm saying Leap Juice. He averaging 20-something now. I think that when he gets in the playoffs, he's going to have to go to another level. Leap Juice.
All right, let me see.
And, James Harden. James Harden is going to have to sip the Leap Juice. He's going to have to take some Leap Juice, straight up. He's going to have to carry and be able to, if Kawhi does not go, he's going to have to carry and help carry the Clips. Real shit. J-Dub in OKC. He's been playing great as the Robin to Shea, but now he's got to prove it in the playoffs. He's got to bring that, because now, bro, when you go for the 2-dribble pull-up, they know it. P, you're going to have to go left on the 2-dribble. We're going to see. So you got to have a whole nother playoff package right now. You understand?
Right.
Don't come in here thinking you're going to get the 1-dribble hook shot in there. Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? Man, one of my favorite things to do in the first play of the game, I would tell, with Chris Bosh, go ahead, shoot that face up. Don't put it down left. If you go right, I would talk him through the move. And then I would see Chris Bosh look at me. I would see him look at me and study like what I get. Because Chris would look at you and be like,
what? Like, what you
go?
What you say?
Yeah. I jumped out like, shoot that up there. I shot something real fast, and I could see he thought about it. He got off. Shout out to Chris Bosh.
All right, who's going to take the Leap Juice? I think Maxey from Philly.
Ooh, that's a good one. He's ready too.
Philly. Yeah.
I think he's ready.
Yeah, I think he's going to take the Leap Juice.
I can see that.
Orlando, I got Maxey. And then, let me see, one more I'm going to say take the Leap Juice.
Man, you're a young boy in Miami.
No.
Damn.
No, not playoffs is the first year. I don't know yet.
What? Psst. What's your boy down in Miami name? I always fuck his name up. Jaime? What's his name?
Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime?
Yeah.
Jaquez.
Jaime's finna, man, Jaime got a little, you know what I'm saying? Finna take a shot. Boom, Leap Juice. Get off. Watch.
All right, let me think. I think Halliburton. My other one is Halliburton. We're going to see what he about in those playoffs. I think he's going to come with the Leap
I like
Juice.
his productivity, but we talk about, he got something to prove too, I think.
Yeah, he don't.
He had a little. I think his injuries really fucked with his play a little bit. Yeah, since he had that little injury,
What was that tournament? What was that tournament? The in-season tournament?
The play-in?
The in-season tournament?
Yeah, he ain't been right since. You think? No, hell no.
The in-season tournament, right? That's when he got hurt.
No, it was a little after. He had a hamstring.
All right.
Hamstring.
Yeah,
and that's been lingering. You know what I'm saying? That's been on him. You feel me?
Yeah.
In the second half of the year, his numbers kind of dipped a little bit.
No, I just say that to say that I think that he's on that list that's proven. He's on that Maxey list, the Milando boys, you know.
So moving forward, what team you think that didn't make the playoffs has the most promising future moving forward?
So obviously, with Ja being out, Memphis is going to be very different next year. I actually like the fact that Ja was out this year because it gave Jared Jackson a chance to grow offensively and defensively. I thought last year he was really his defense was in front of his offense. This year, not so much. He got to the left hand. He got comfortable with his moves. He got like a little go-to move. He shot the three decently this year. He played with different level of confidence. And the Rockets. I think the Rockets and the Memphis Grizzlies are built for, now contentions. I think if you look at the Rockets' schedule, some of them they got some bad losses in there. You understand? And you get a little more mature with players getting better. I love Jalen Green. I love Şengün. I love their pieces.
And they lost him this year.
That's what I'm saying. You got good pieces where you can build on. I love Freddie being down there. I love Uncle Jeff being down there. They got pieces that can add on to. The kid from Villanova. I'm sorry I messed his name up. What's his name? The kid from Villanova. Anyways, the Rockets have. They're on that list. They're on that list. They're on that list.
That was talking that shit.
Man, no, not him.
Cam Whitmore is who you're thinking.
I'm talking about Cam Whitmore from Villanova. Got drafted late, man. I'm talking about a great pickup and was just he's on that list as the future. I'm saying I like Houston's future. Like I like Minnesota's, OKC's, Orlando. You know what I'm saying? But those are the two that stand out to me. What about you?
I mean, the one that stand out to me is San Antonio Spurs. With Beyond dog.
But you got to add something to that, though.
They got it already. They got Vassell, Wembanyama. They got some young pieces. You don't think they got some young pieces?
I don't think
You
so.
definitely got to add you add some veterans to it. Yeah, like Houston did.
I didn't think that what they had was enough this year.
No. But they developing. They was in development.
No shit.
But like, you add a couple veterans. You
They
bring
do
like a DeMar DeRozan back, or just you need actually a guard, a veteran guard that could just. And I don't know who that is yet. But
you
like
saying
you bring Trae Young over there or
So
something.
you saying do what the Rockets did?
Yeah, bringing some veterans over there that can just kind of like ease the tension of these young boys, compliment them. Like you add Trae Young or something to that mix.
Trae Young to the Spurs?
Yeah, and you add like one more wingman that's a veteran or something that's solid.
He's from that region too, ain't he? Trae Young from like what? Oklahoma?
Texas.
He's from Oklahoma, ain't he? No, he's from Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma.
So he's used to that region, right?
Maybe so. Yeah, them
not
the
bad.
West.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So you add him.
Actually from Lubbock, Texas.
Texas.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You think Trae will go down to San
And
Antonio?
then he went to high school in Oklahoma and then college at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You think he'll go to down?
I don't know, but I'm just
Trae
saying,
Young
like
leave fucking
future teams
Atlanta?
that like didn't make the playoffs, and you got the best young player that you want to build around right now.
Yeah, you got to put some peace around him. Though.
San Antonio right now. I got to go with them. I think next year the West is going to be even way more deadlier.
Not with that same team.
Not with that same team, but they going to get better. Houston's going to be better. Memphis is going to be back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So it's the West.
You think San Antonio gonna make the jump next year?
They're gonna be better. I ain't saying they're making a jump, but they're gonna be better. If old boy commit to that weight room, if he start lifting weights like today, by next season, oh man.
Nah, he on the yacht somewhere. Victor in goddamn South of
he
France
should be on the
right
yacht.
now.
He on the yacht with some weights. If he on the yacht with some weights,
With
though.
some weights.
If he got some weights on that yacht.
He got some weights on it, all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The big girls you talking about, eh?
Nah.
What you talking about, Lord? You talking about the 85s?
The
talking about the 85s?
The 85, the hundreds.
Oh, the 110s.
When he start hitting the hundreds.
Oh, the 110s?
Yeah.
Oh, the big girls?
Oh, yeah.
The big girls?
The big girls.
The security? The ones that's on security?
Thick Stacy.
Thick Stacy, yeah. And Big Brenda.
Yeah. Thick Stacy.
Yeah.
Let's do some fan questions.
Let's get some fans questions, goddammit. Yeah, let's get it.
First question up. What could be the Celtics' weakness throughout the playoffs?
Ooh. What could be the Celtics' weakness?
I don't think the Celtics have no weaknesses. I think as long as they stay healthy, I think, at the end of the year they lost a couple games because they was ready for the playoffs, but I think they motivated more than ever, being that they lost last year the way they did, and the year before that losing in the finals. I think they're more motivated than ever. So I don't think. I don't think nothing.
Yeah, the C's look pretty locked in, man. Only thing I can see them or any hurdles in this thing is just themselves being complacent, not keeping their foot in the gas, any type of distractions. They're locked in. They should just put the foot in the gas, put their head down, and just go.
Next question, which star player has the most improved this playoffs?
I think the biggest star player had the most to prove is probably.
Let me ask you this before you answer. Is it on the high ladder or is it somebody on the bottom? You think somebody at the top has something to prove versus somebody on the bottom? Need to come out of here like, oh yeah, he that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics got to win the championship this year.
Hands down.
I mean, they're the favorite. They've had their heartbreaks in the playoffs. I truly believe he will be the face of the league. So, best American-born player today.
Really?
Today. Really? Yeah, I think he's the best American right now.
Tatum?
Yep. And I think he has to just get the critics off his back. So I'm going with him.
Yeah, I like Tatum. Tatum's hard. That's what's up. I like Anthony Edwards too. I think all the Shays, all the Anthony Edwards, all the Tatums.
But he's so young. I'm not sure how much he got to prove. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because he ain't really
I'm saying
built
that-
nothing yet.
What I'm saying is, in the act of building something, you have to show consistency from the regular season, and then you have to. If you that player, you that dude you say you are, you make that leap. That's what I'm saying. So we need to see those consistencies from Shea. I need to see you get 30 in the playoffs. I need to see Anthony Edwards get, you know what I'm saying? Hit them big shots and go like Cat, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like these young superstars who are saying who they are, got to make these leaps in these playoffs to be able to be proven. Playoffs is where you get your stripes. This is where you get your nickname and all them right here. And it say truth, and you get that tat. Or it say flash, or it say, you know what I'm saying, what it say?
Yeah.
This is when you get that from, right here.
Right.
Let's do some game picks.
Let's get the game picks of the week. Let's get it.
All right, so just to wrap up the regular season ticket,
Man.
you got the edge on P. We're resetting now. We're in the playoffs, so we're resetting.
Let's get it.
All right, first game up.
Finally got paid off my 7 bottles of wine, got 2 of them. It's all good.
Magic at Cavaliers, first game of the playoffs.
What time is it? What time is it?
It's a 1 o'clock tip.
Where we at? Cleveland?
Cleveland, yes, sir.
Okay, P. 1 o'clock game in Cleveland, first game. You got the Mavs. Got the Orlando Magic going to see the Cleveland Cavaliers. Who you got? First game.
I'm going with my boys in Orlando.
They get the first game?
Frank Wagner.
They get the first game?
Yeah, I think Frank Wagner and the Orlando Magic get the first game.
I'm going with Cleveland. Get the first game at home. Set the tone.
Okay, next game I have for you, Lakers at Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Lakers at Nuggets.
Nuggets. Let me get that 10, 32 and 12 and 10-piece Nuggets that Joker gonna lay on the Lakers.
The Lakers, to me, got a chance to get game 1 and game 3.
If they don't do it, it's over.
Okay.
Give me
Move to
Nuggets.
Sunday.
Mavericks at Clippers, 12:30 local tip.
Mavericks at Clippers, 12:30 local tip.
I got the Mavs with Luka giving me at least 30, 40. 40-piece Nuggets.
No way. I'm going first game Clippers at home. They set the tone, calm it down. I do see the Mavs winning game 2, though. They're going to win 1 in LA.
Mavs, Luka, plus 40.
Game 1, nah. And then Kawhi come out and shut everybody up, too, because he's going to look, You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Clippers game 1.
And then lastly, Pacers at Bucks.
Ooh.
No Giannis.
Pacers at Bucks, no Giannis.
I think the Pacers are going to blow them out. I think they're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be like at least 18-point win. They pace is too much. No Giannis to just be a force on the inside.
So what you saying? You saying the Bucks ain't even going to show up to the playoff?
They going to show up? Yeah. They going to show up.
You just said they get blowed out. They ain't showing up.
Because, dog, they just ain't showed me nothing.
Man, that's the regular season, P.
Well, you know that carry over in the playoffs?
I don't think they getting blown out. Man, I'm going to be surprised Milwaukee won this first game. Man, give me the Bucks, man. See, I'm riding with the Bucks. Fuck out. Everybody, man, listen, it's only one way to go. Let's do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Bucks. And those are the picks of the game.